Two winners. It's the VIP Gold Bonanza. Purchase a VIP Gold membership between now and May 31st, and you and another winner will have the opportunity to spin the wheel of cash to win up to $5,000. Good luck. See you soon. To enter, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
I released a brand new service price. I don't know if anybody saw that. I snuck it in. I snuck in a weekly membership. A weekly membership. We've never done that here at American Dream Trading. We're going to test it out. A weekly membership starting at $50. If you've ever been sitting on the fence and you wanted to join us, here we have 450 people in our Zoom. Now is your opportunity. So you guys right now, if you head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com, you can sign up for our regular paid membership at $50 a week. So if you've been sitting on the fence and you're like, hey, I want to know what's going on, boom, jump in there.
Calling all traders, report to American Dream Trading. Calling all traders, report to American Dream Trading.
Let's have an amazing day and nobody go rogue. Love your faces. All right, SPY getting a nice pop. Why? Because it dipped in the pre-market leading to the bell, which is opposite of driving up to the bell and then pulling back on the sell back. Congratulations, everybody. Yesterday, I believe we had another $1 million day here at American Dream Trading and profits for our members. Appreciate it. Nice job, everybody. And no, it wasn't off AMC and GME. We do this every single day. 207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207 to do. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful. Yes. Yeah, and that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny. There's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Last night on the Aftermarket.
Right? Like, I'm all about following rules. So I have to be super picky and choosy about what I do, because I know for myself professionally that I can know a lot of things and try to be the master of all those things, but literally be the master of none. I started with $500 in my account.
And you're up to what, roughly?
6,700. And that's mostly been done in the last about 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks.
Tune in to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket, weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you are here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is The Aftermarket. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a stream that's been created for you guys to come up here on the panel and basically just let your hair down and talk about your day. What'd you do today? Did you make any money? Did you lose any money? If so, how did you make it? How did you lose it? Which one of Coach's strategies helped you to prevail in the market today? Which rule did you forget and maybe lost your ass? All right. Coach is Chad W. Christian, a 30-year stock market vet. You just saw him in the videos, and he has trained us to get in, out, and everything in between when it comes to trading. Okay. So we're not call out chasers over here. He didn't train us to be call out chasers. He trained us to actually know how to go into a pond and fish for ourselves and bring home the bacon. I'm a vegan, so yeah, I don't like that phrase. Bring home the money. Let's go there. Money's green too. Green, vegan, see, it all works. But yeah, so welcome, guys. There's 3 links that are located not only in the description of this video for those of you on the replay game, but for those of you that are here live. They are pinned to the top. It is AmericanDreamTrading.com. Miranda, I just beat you to it. I saw where you had put out that, damn, if I had just waited another minute, I would have done it. You're fast, baby girl. But I figured I ran so behind, so I figured I'd just go ahead and throw it in there. And by the time I went on ahead to pin it, I hit the pin, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, she came out right behind me. She is fast, man. Her and Arlo are on it. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, by the way, for always having my back. Always having my back. Always. Love y'all. But shout out to Miranda and Arlo. They do so much. Bruno as well. Thank you all for what you do. Mark McSee does a lot. I mean, come on. Nate, always giving. You know. So thank you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Yeah, but 3 links, AmericanDreamTrading.com. That is where you will go to take advantage of this. Guys, there are 2 days left. If you have not upgraded yet, get off your ass, get off the fence, and pull out the ducats, okay? You got to go ahead and get that VIP gold. Did you or did you not listen to Coach reading out the profits and loss today? Okay? How many VIP gold were in there? A ton, all right? So if you can't afford it, that's a whole nother story, okay? Nobody's beating you up about that. It is what it is. Hopefully the learning that you get with all of the free stuff that we share and just, you know, being here in this room now will help you earn enough money to get over there. So Coach has a lot of free videos. We give out a lot of good information here on the Aftermarket. So, and there's a lot of good free resources on our Discord. So if you have not joined at least the Discord, you're doing yourself a disservice by not doing that. Go over there. You can hang out in the stock lounge and talk to members. And yeah, I put all kinds of stuff in the stock lounge. Everybody's always putting stuff in there. Arlo, Miranda, Coach, Bruno, everybody's putting stuff in there. There are people chit-chatting in it. It's a stock lounge, just like this is. So, you know, go ahead over to the Discord and find out how you can go ahead and get yourself signed up, what you need to be doing. But if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, you can go ahead and upgrade to your VIP gold. And please do that between now and Friday, because Friday is the last day. There's only 2 days left, guys. So you will be able to be entered to win up to $5,000 by spinning the wheel of cash. If you are one of 2 people that are going to be chosen out of the VIP golds that sign up, you could win up to $5,000, man. So, hey, that will more than pay for the VIP itself. Get over there, guys. Get over there. All right. Make sure you get on over there. Tell them the Aftermarket sent you. It's very quick, very simple. AmericanDreamTrading.com. It's not hard. Okay. So yeah, head on over. Wow. So what a day today, right? Oh, let me finish the link. So not only that, you've got the Restream link. As you can see, I am the lone person up here today, and I don't mind that. But it's not for me to sit here and just chit chat with you guys and just be just me. This is for you guys. So come on up here, click the Restream link that is pinned down there with the AmericanDreamTrading.com, and come on and talk about your day. Hang out on the panel. If you don't feel like talking, that's fine. Just hang out on the panel, do what you need to do. At some point, you're probably going to engage in some conversation, though. But tell us about your day. That's what this is for. Come on up here, stop being shy, and share the info. We need the interaction. We want to keep this going, and we'll just be here for a little bit, and that way you guys can vent, release Hudson. If Hudson Miller's in here, if he's not in here, I don't know. But I hope he had a good day today, because I don't like it when my buds struggle. You know what I mean? So, and all of you are my buds. So hopefully you guys had green days today. I had a green day today. I had a green day yesterday. I'm happy. Give it up for Ange. Ange just killing it, man. Ange is the trader of the week. So we are celebrating her this week. She was on the Aftermarket last night, sharing her best practices. And hopefully you guys were taking notes, because she gave out some good ishness last night. Okay. She gave out some good ish, man. And it's nothing more than what we've been telling you, which is to follow the rules. Coach has laid it out, what we should be doing. Follow the rules. Have self-discipline. And you can have rules and no self-discipline. If you don't have any self-discipline, you're not going to follow the rules. It's not going to work. So it's that simple. Follow the rules and it works. You will be a successful trader. All right. And a successful trader doesn't mean you're making millions of dollars. Yeah, that's part of it. But a successful trader means you are green consecutively, consistently. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's $1, a penny, or 10,000 or a million. As long as you're consistently green, that is a successful trader. I don't care if you're making $20 a week. If you successfully trade and you are green by $20 every week, and your losses are minimized, and you're always green with that, then you're a successful trader. It's not measured by the amount of money you make, guys. It's measured by the amount of trades that you do successfully, where you come out on top instead of the market. That's a successful trader. A lot of us make the mistake of measuring success by dollar amount. That's not a successful trader, because you can make 10,000 one day and turn right around and lose it the next day if you're not consistent. Consistency spells success in this game. Period. Consistency. That's the only way you will be considered a successful trader in my book, and I'm sure in Coach's book as well. All right. So again, it's not the dollar amount. It's you winning every day. Okay. So doesn't matter how much. So shout out to JP. That's why he goes off of percentages. The third link is the link for yours truly. That is my tip jar. Yes, I do get paid to do this. So, but it ain't like it's $1 million, Coach. Damn, man. No, Coach, I'm one of the paid moderators, so I'm truly blessed. This is something that supplements my income, and it is greatly appreciated when you guys put something in the tip jar, because, I mean, really, I love doing this. But if you guys put nothing in the tip jar, I would still do it. Okay. So, and a lot of days that happens. So, but I still come back here every day because I love doing this, whether Coach was paying me or not. Remember, when I first started the Aftermarket, and for the first couple months, I wasn't getting shit. I did it out of the love of my heart. So the fact that Coach recognized that and said, you know what, you need to come on over here under my protective wing. Let me give you a couple dollars, because I know you need the money. Man, I'm not gonna start crying. That's hard. That's hard. So, thank you, Coach. Love you, brother. You are so appreciated. You have no idea how much you're appreciated in my life. And Jen thanks you every day, just for what you do for us. So thank you. Yeah, really. And American Dream Trading, you as a community, you guys are the reason I get up at 4:00 every morning, man. Every morning, because I got to hear your voices. I got to be a part of what you're doing. I want to hear what's happening in my community. Okay, I love you guys. I'm always making videos and things like that. It's like I was all over Ange yesterday, because I'm proud when one of us makes it, especially one of us of the female persuasion, because most of the people that succeed in here tend to be men. So, hey, I'm not going to make it a gender thing, but I'm proud when a woman makes good, because we don't have a lot of female traders that are out there kicking ass. So when we got one that's a budding star like she is, and Christina, shout out to you. If you're listening, what up? Hey, girl. Hey, Christina is also kicking some mad ass. We can't forget about our girl. So both of those ladies, I am extremely proud of, and you guys are amazing. Keep it up. You inspire me every day. We got to have a coffee. We got to sit down and have a coffee. Be like, hey, okay, all right. What y'all doing? What's happening? Let's show me what you're doing. You guys are killing it. So I'm proud of you guys. And yeah, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. And my goal now is to be consistent. And I've been consistent for 2 days. I just want to keep adding to that. So I'm excited. I feel like Ange said she did last night when she said, I know what's imminent, what's coming, because I'm being successful and I'm giddy and excited about it. So am I. I'm like, by the end of this summer, my financial struggles will be a thing of the past. And think about it, the summer's only what? The end of the summer's only already is only 3 months away. Okay, we are at summer, guys, pretty much. We are approaching June within the next couple of days. So you got June, July, by the way, hint, hint, birthday next month, July 19th. Save up them ducats for that tip jar. All right, June, July, August. Okay, and when is this, the fall solstice? September 21st. So what, 3.5 months, and we're done with summer. It'll be here before you know it. So we got to make sure that we're getting this thing down, because Christmas will be here before you know it, man. You're going to want to be getting the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. And if you don't have the money, you know, Junior's going to be looking at you like, what's going on? And why the hell are you hanging out in that grip so much if you're not making that money? Anyway, welcome to the aftermarket. So hit the tip jar, hit the restream link, and come on up here and hang out. And by all means, hit the AmericanDreamTrading.com link so you can go ahead and upgrade if you have not already. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for coming down here. I see you, Miranda. I see you, F2K6. What is going on? He said, hello, everybody. Hope your day was awesome. Yes. Yes. We've got Patience for Pennies down there. How are you, Patience for Pennies? We got John Fields down there. What's up, John Fields? Prophet, hey, y'all. What's going on, girl? Mikey C. What's going on, Mike C? Arlo, what up, baby sis? Arlo said, like and share. That's right. Yep, let's let them know what ADT is all about. And then we got Joe Pink. What up, Joe Pink? What up with you, though? What's up with you? Chicken Nugget, what's going on, Chicken Nugget? Trader Vaughn, how are you? She said, hello, ADT family and potential members. Yes. Bubbles, what's going on, honey? How are you? ND for life. 7-3, what's up? Welcome. Liz Ruth, hey. How are you, Liz? Darn Cricket in the house. What's going on? Yo, baby. We got Eric 7H. What's going on? Congrats on the process. Yes. And discipline and the money will follow. Yes, it will, Eric. I'm working on getting better at both. That's all we can do, brother. That's all we can do is work on that consistency every day. And if you take money out of it and just focus on being green, okay, that's all you have to do. Focus on getting in the proper entry. If you're a scalper, make sure you're waiting for the break of that next resistance level or the break of that support level to get in that trade. And then scalp. And when as soon as you see that seller's candle come in with that wick, and you start to see the beginning of that confirmation candle, that's telling you get out. Nate preaches that every morning. That wick tells the story. You see that wick come in there, it's time to put that finger on the button and get the hell out of there. All right. If you are of the shedding persuasion, that's your clue. It's time to take some off the table. Time to eat some cookie, as Eric Smoto would say. Okay. But that's it. Even if it's $1, Eric. Even if it's $1, doesn't matter the dollar amount. As long as you get out of that trade green, do not hold on if you are red for any reason at all. If you're red, get out immediately. There is no coming back. Once you're red, unless it's at the very beginning and you just got hit with a pullback and it's headed back up, right? But if you're in there and it's steadily going down, get out. And if you don't have any more powder, then wait for tomorrow. That means it was not meant for you to be in that trade. Sit on your hands. It's all good. Juan, what's going on, Juan? He said, hello, ADT fam. Ardalan, what's going on, brother? I like that. What is that, a medal? Nice. Miranda with the cookie. Eat the cookie. Yep. Patience for Penny said, great job, Ange and Christina. Concentrate on the process and the money will follow. That's right, Eric. I just read that. Yep. That's all we got to do, brother. Okay, so I was supposed to play. I was on this video yesterday of Carter's. Guys, again, Carter puts a lot of time and effort in these videos. Please make sure we are going over there and watching them, putting a comment on them and liking them. Please also make sure I try to post something on our social media every day, letting you guys know what's going on. Also highlighting coaches' skills as a trainer to bring more people into the group. Do me a favor and go over to our social media and show some love on those videos as well, if you could. Thank you so much. I love you guys. All right, let's pull this thing in here. And the panel is open, so if anybody wants to come up here and hang out, I could sure use the company. Okay. So, risk to reward is the name of this video. Shout out to Carter. Let's check it out. Wait a minute.
So think about this. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Well, we already knew right here was the break. And if you're on the 2-minute EWO, looks like your entry was either here or here. So either way, regardless, 2-minute scalp, doesn't matter. You were in the same trade and you should have left it the hell alone. Now, if you're a scalper, doesn't your stop go above 160?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's your stop. If you're a 2-minute EWO, what should the stop be set at?
25, 40%.
40%.
There you go. So I know this never, ever came back at any point during any of that. You would have rode this all the way down. And some of you keep saying you're getting stopped out. We got to stop doing that. I need you to practice this and stop getting stopped out. This shouldn't have stopped you out. This shouldn't have stopped you out. The only time when you had to start making a decision is because it just never came back. But you could, I mean, you had an hour to figure this out, right? A whole hour. Look at this thing, right? Warning signs were there. You can see it was moving nicely. Right here was when it first started to pull back. This was all a questionable area. But if you bought it up here at 160 and you had even, think about it. Even if you made the decision here, what is this? I can't see it. 155. I mean, even if you waited till here, right? Like, you guys are getting heavy on the scalp, right? And then when it does any type of move, because you're so heavy, you get stopped out, right?
Got to also measure your risk to reward. That is a huge part of it too. You know, sometimes I hear Mark McSee in the pre-market, and he'll say things like, okay, well, I'm not going to risk $2,500 or I'm not going to risk $500 to make $10. A lot of times you have to put in, especially with the penny stocks, you have to put in so much just to get a little bit of reward. So you have to make sure that if you're going to get involved in a trade that like Mark 4 or 5, whatever that thing is, he's got Mark VRB. You got to make sure the juice is worth the squeeze. So if you're going to put yourself and get yourself involved in a trade, that's just like when we talk about going far out of the money. When you go far out of the money and the delta is like 0.04, if it's not an Nvidia or SPY or something that has the potential to move $20 in a movement, or in a day, or $5 in a movement, it's not going to be worth it. So you got to make sure your risk to reward, especially, you call yourself being low risk, but actually your risk is higher if the stock is not volatile enough to see movement. Because Bruno pointed this out. He did a master class on it one day where he gave the example of if you're waiting on it to hit that delta and it doesn't, but it pulls back, and I know this from experience, it will take from you quicker than it will give to you. Okay, so when it goes against you, it works twice as fast, but it takes forever for it to hit you unless it's a stock that moves that much. So got to be careful. You got to make sure when you're in a trade that the reward is definitely worth the risk that you're taking. And also, risk to reward truly means when you get in and put a stop loss in there, how much are you risking? How much are you truly risking? You know what I mean? So if you're in there with $100, but you have a stop loss of 10%, that means you really are only risking $10 of that trade, not the whole 100. So if you get in there, like say I decided to get 10 SPY contracts at 10 cents each, and I put a stop in there at 10%, that means I'm really only risking the $10 that the contract costs. So I can have the benefit of being in the trade with $100, but if it comes back against me, the most I'll lose is $10. That's worth it to me. You know what I mean? So when it hits, and it goes up by $10 increments. So I love it. So to me, that risk is worth the reward. All right. So let's see what else we got. I put up on the thumbnail. Let me get some interaction since we don't have anybody that's coming up on the panel. Wait a minute. Stop playing. My bro. I love you, man. Thank you. Aw. Hold on. Let me get you in here. Nate. We got issues. Nate, can you hear me? Government cheese, is that you? Something must be wrong. Where's my background? I don't know. But so the reason I made the thumbnail was because, okay, yeah, he dipped out. Do you prefer shares or options? What is your flavor of choice? Nate. Man. Maybe the password is government cheese. Well, I see you trying to get in here, bruh. I appreciate it. Do you guys prefer shares or options? You know, do I have some shares down there or do I have some option people down there? Which one do you prefer? Talk to me. Steve Edward, what's going on? Oh, wow. Did you make good on that, Prophet? Prophet said thank you to Government Cheese for calling out ASTS. He called that out way in the pre-market this morning, right? That was awesome. Jay Waffle, what's going on, brother? Shares. You prefer shares, huh? Jay Waffle, I appreciate you joining me and Vegan Knowledge on her live stream yesterday. Thank you so much. Listen, I think maybe you might have been there to hear that. They were early. I was supposed to be over there with them at 7 o'clock. That's one of the reasons I got off when I did yesterday. And yeah, she had started early, so I just happened to flip over to our restream, and I was like, whoa, they're already on here. So thank you for coming and supporting. I appreciate you. Okay, cool. We got two people in the backstage here. Yeah, let's have this share an option conversation. I'm really wanting to find what people are into. F2K6 and Waffle, my guys. Let me bring them in. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good. A little tired. Been working all day, but kind of relax and watch the aftermarket show here and learn some
Aw.
stuff.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming up here. I know you're tired, so yeah, just kick back, relax, kick out some knowledge with me. If you feel like saying something, say it. If you just want to hang out, hang out. Yeah, I appreciate you coming up. And Waffle, you too, honey. You
How you
down
doing,
there?
dear? How you doing,
I'm
dear?
good.
You
I'm
caught
good,
me.
baby.
You
Huh?
caught me. You caught me yesterday, hey?
I did. Jen was like, Jay Waffle. I'm like, Jay Waffle?
I
I'm like, how do you know I was over here? How
didn't.
did you know?
I
You just
I, I
went
to-
over?
no, I totally didn't. It was a fluke. Because I follow your wife, right? And I thought,
That is
oh,
so cool.
she's live. Oh, I'm gonna go watch her because I think the aftermarket show is closed, and I think Dawn went to sleep. Oh, look, there's Dawn. I said.
I have not been on her live stream. Here's the kicker. I haven't been on her live stream in like maybe a couple months
What?
because I'm so tired in the aftermarket. Yeah. So I just end up doing videos and just getting in her comments. We're live all day, dude. We're
I
on the
know.
Zoom call and then I'm on here. So she understands and that's
Yeah.
cool. I'm like, yeah, last thing I want to do is just get on another live, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I need a break, you know? So, but I get in her comments. But yesterday I decided to go and there you were. So I was like, wow, that was really cool.
Yeah, get out of my head, dude.
I was like, what? Okay, who do we got up here? I said, you stalker.
I know. I heard you. It's all good.
Eric Holden. But no, check it. I called you a stalker. Get it? You're a stalker. Stock trader?
Oh! Now I get it. Sorry, I'm a little slow on the QT.
It's all
What
good.
What do you enjoy? You like stocks or do you like options?
Okay, so
That's a loaded question.
it is because I am having a hard time with this one, man. I'm supposed to be doing shares. I'm going to be honest with you. I see you. Hold up. Give me a minute. I'll bring you in. Right now, I'm trading. I've been trading options, but I like the way shares work better.
Okay, so Don, here's the interviewer's question for you,
Yeah.
co-host / whatever I am. What makes you more comfortable that you are able to profit more? Because some people can just glide into that, option trading thing. And some people like myself just feel more comfortable with shares.
I'm going to be completely transparent and say right now, because of familiarity, I'm more comfortable with options because that's all I've been doing. That's what
Really?
I learned on. That's what I cut my teeth on.
Really?
And as much as I've been in the pre-market and I watch Nate and those guys, I'm still not, and it's only because of screen time. That's it. Once I put more screen time in with shares, I'll be better with shares. But I'm just so used to doing options and how contracts work and all of that. But understand something, and it's so weird. I sound like Nate saying this. I hate options. I hate it because I hate the Greeks. I hate theta, the way that it works against you and takes something off of your money every day. And I hate the pullbacks that you have to make that money up before you can get back into profit. I hate it.
And it's not a daily loss. It's a minute by minute loss.
Yes.
When they're working against you, they're really working against you. Because again, the house is going to win, right?
It's designed that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's designed for the house to win.
Yep.
Eric said, I'm on iPad. I can't figure out. Okay, Eric, don't worry about it, bud. Eric's on his iPad and he's trying to get the camera figured out. You can still talk. Don't worry about it. We'll work it out. I'm sure at some point you'll get it worked out. Christina, hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey.
Did she just dip out?
No, she turned her camera off, I think, or tried to talk and turned her camera off. I'm not sure what she did.
Why are you glowing?
Yeah.
She is real, right?
Yeah. You're on mute, Christina.
Like you didn't you're muted. We can't hear you. That better not be Christina's ghost because she didn't pay attention and because I'll be freaked out right now.
Yeah, Christina, we can't hear you, sister. You're in a zone. That's probably where you are. You're on highway.
You can't hear her and she looks like a ghost. That's weird.
Yeah.
Dude, paranormal in the aftermarket. Okay, paranormal shit's going on in the aftermarket.
Frosted glass.
I can see her laughing though.
Oh, she's talking up a storm. Christina, you're talking up a storm. We can't hear a damn thing you're saying. Yeah, no, what? Yeah, we can't hear you, man. No. Now she's swearing. Take a screenshot of that.
Right? Government Cheese, you with us?
I'm with you, Dawn. I'm with you.
Hey, man.
What's going on? I ain't want you to be up there by yourself, but
oh my God,
look like you got a group of people up here.
Nate?
Yeah, they came on up and helped me out up here.
How's it going, Nate?
All right, what's going on?
Can't see you, brother.
Yeah, I'm incognito.
Christine is incognito.
Yeah.
And I wish I was there both.
She the only one I know that drives and try to get on here at the same time.
But see, that's what I'm worried about. Why can't we hear her? And she looks like a ghost with that glow.
Yeah.
She ain't doing it but riding around in circles anyway, Dawn. She just riding around. She turning to the right. She doing right turns.
We can't hear you.
I bet she can hear us though.
Yeah, I know. She probably can hear us. What is going on? What is going on? So did anybody besides me trade today?
Yeah, I traded. I lost my ass.
Ow.
Well, not really. Only about $100.
Hey, that's a bad day for me right there. That cuts into me big time. On what stop?
Well, the problem was I held NVIDIA and NVDL overnight.
Oh, whoa.
And that's where I lost it because I heard a couple of our compadres speak of holding it overnight. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to hold it overnight. It's got to do nothing but go up because of what's going on with NVIDIA. And I could only afford literally one share. So I bought one share and I bought 6 shares of NVDL. And this morning I could not, because of Canada's restrictions, cannot trade until 8 a.m. And I would have profited a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but $50 or whatever in the pre-market. And as soon as 8 o'clock came, well, the sell-off came. And that's when I got caught up in the trap.
Yep.
Wow.
So
I'm sorry that happened, man. I'm sorry.
no,
But
no, it's fine.
you know, we gotta keep it real. Don't when somebody's jumping off that cliff, don't follow behind them. That hold overnight stuff, coach did it. And he was saying that's what he gets because he knew better than to hold overnight.
But I was listening to him. I was listening to that was one of the individuals, and like I said,
I knew it.
right? No, it's not his fault. It's not his
Yeah.
fault because
Yeah.
I made a decision, and I've held stocks overnight before, and I've lost my ass. And you know what? It ain't gonna.
Okay, well, you need your ass kicked, Waffle, because
Yeah. Yeah.
no, you already did it before, and why are you doing that?
But it's NVIDIA, man.
Yeah, I
Don't
get
matter.
that. I
It
get
don't
that.
matter.
NVIDIA
Yeah.
will spank you worse than Apple if you do
No.
that. 'Cause it moves
hurt me.
so much.
Hurt me.
Not
I'm
only that,
telling
it'll be there. It'll be there the next morning.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So promise me you won't hold overnight anymore. At least a month. Even if the urge, but it's up. Please don't do it.
Okay. I
Okay.
will do my best to promise you and Nate both that I'll restrict myself doing something stupid like that.
Yeah, because I don't want to see you lose a bunch of money doing that. So,
No.
okay.
I-
Yeah, all right. I'm going to hold you to it.
I'm still in the learning stages too. Like I'd love to be right.
Well, learn that. Don't hold overnight. Let that sink in. Because you said you've done it a couple times, so don't keep doing that. You sound like me beating her head up against the same wall over and over again. I do some dumb stuff, and lately I'm proud of myself because I've been shying away from the dumb stuff. You know what I mean? It's really the little stuff like that we do why we lose money. It's not because we don't know how to trade, because we got a great trainer. You know.
Yep.
So
again, breaking rules, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
It never works.
No.
Yeah. People try to convince me to do stuff all the time, don't they, Dawn? All the time.
They do. They really do.
I won't do it.
And you know, Nate, it's funny you say that because I listen. I'm in the pre-market now for the last couple of months, almost every my time 2 a.m. and I hear trying to wait.
Hold up. That microphone got a lot of noise.
Yeah, we got a lot of background noise there.
Mine?
It's mine. It might be mine.
Hey, Eric.
I don't know who.
How are you?
Good. Did the noise go away when I muted my mic? It might be.
I was about to say, if you could, when you're talking, feel free to unmute it. But when you're not talking, just go ahead and mute it. Because that was perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome.
Here. Go ahead. How are you?
I'm good.
I just wanted to see if I could get on here so I could be famous.
Yep.
You're on.
All right.
You're
on
with us, bud. Okay.
Who was that? No, who was that talking? They were saying something. What was he talking about?
That was me, Waffle.
Hey, Waffle. What was you talking about, Waffle?
What's up, brother? No, like they said, I'm usually on the pre-market, at 2 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. your time, and listening to some of the traders do exactly what you said and try to convince you of doing things. And it's funny because I sit back and it's like, you know what? I want to be as cool as Nate one day, because your response usually is, yeah. Right? And you know what? Though that simple 3-letter word has taught me so much in the last 2 months. You have no idea, Nate.
Yeah.
You
just said it again.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of guys just don't get it. I mean,
yeah.
I'm consistently, doing $6 or $7 grand a day.
Right.
Why would I care about holding anything? Why would I care about a long-term play? Why would I care about
what they're doing?
An EWO play. Why? I mean, why? Why?
Exactly.
So, I give everybody the opportunity because I'm a nice guy. I really am. But I know where my strength is, and I stay right there where it is.
And that is probably the wisest words anybody not only you follow, because you do follow, but the rest of us can learn from those words.
Yeah, yeah. If it
Sounds
ain't
like
for me, I ain't
Ange.
gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna
What's
do
up,
it.
Ange?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Ken, thank you for
Awesome.
muting your mic when you weren't talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's etiquette.
Yeah.
How'd you do? Oh, well, we know how you did today. You made a couple grand today, didn't you?
I did. I ended at 3,800.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the highway, Don and Nate.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen, but it's gonna be
Okay.
fading in and out, so I don't want to hamper your show. Thank you for your words of wisdom, Nate. Trust me, I listen to you all the time, and I have to listen more. Open 2 ears and 1 mouth, right?
Oh yeah.
And you too, Don. You have no idea how much you have helped me. Thank you so much. And I'm signing
Thank
off.
you.
I'm
Be
signing
safe on the
right
road.
now. Thank you, Nate. Okay, take
Thank
it easy.
you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
So, Ange, talk to me. What? 3,800?
Yeah, I ended the day with 3,800. I think tomorrow
And
I'm just gonna paper trade.
all right. Why?
Why? Because you're scared? Because you might have a bad day because you had a really good day?
No, I just want to learn more. Like, it was great to have a really good day again.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm super busy and I've got a lot of work things to do, train more.
Trade less.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's a smart best practice. That is a smart best practice. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay,
Hey,
so
girl,
both my
hey.
girls up here. I was so proud of both of you. You know, both of you girls are kicking some serious ass, and I'm really proud of you girls.
We
And
are
thank
women.
you for
Hear
coming
us
up here.
roar.
Huh?
We
Yeah,
are women.
baby.
Hear us roar.
Woo! You girls
Roar.
are killing it. You girls are killing it.
Wait a minute.
So,
Is that a 7-Eleven in the background back there, Christine?
It's
uh-uh.
at the gas station. I had to pull over because wasn't getting service. Car wash. But
It
I'm with
was
my
so
car.
crazy.
I got
You
my
had
car.
this glow like you were a ghost or something.
I know it's the other phone. My camera's all messed up, so it was all foggy. And then every time I would click mute, I was trying to mute my microphone because I know my car makes noise. So every time I would hit mute, my picture would go off, and then, I don't know why. It was weird. I've dropped that phone so many times. The camera's all smashed. It makes noise. It sounds like it's going to electrocute me. I know it's
Oh,
not
be
going to,
careful.
but it sounds like it.
Be careful. You know, with those batteries in there, they get weird.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
It
Coach had
gets
that
really hot
TikTok
too.
video. Dude, Coach with that TikTok video, his battery literally caught on fire. He had to kick it out of the garage.
Really? I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a TikTok on there. If you go to his TikTok, Coach CWC, it's
Yeah.
one of his very first ones. You got to scroll all the way down.
All
But
right.
his phone literally like caught fire, and he like threw it to the ground and started kicking it.
Oh my god! I didn't
Yeah.
even think of that. Mine gets so hot when I'm charging it, especially. I was like, somebody's hacked me. How bored they'd be.
So, Christina, answer me this. What's been the biggest change for you? Has it been attitude? Has it been what you're trading or how you're trading, when you're getting in, when you're getting out?
It's
What
probably
would you
what
say
I'm
it?
trading. It's well, not what I'm trading, because I'm trading the same thing, usually SPY, but today it's listening. I'm listening more to Coach. I'm following the rules more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm more confident when I won't go into a trade with as much as I went in today. I won't go into a trade like that unless I know 6-star trade. I know, and not now at least. I won't do that. But I did that today, and that's what got me where it got me. So I bought
Yeah,
100 contracts.
you made like $4,000 or something, right?
It went up to $4,000, and then as soon as I said it, immediately went back down to 3 something, and then it was down. I closed out with 2 something, and then with my other trading, getting rid of that stuff that I was at a loss with, I ended up with about 2022, something like that.
Okay. Still
Yeah.
$2,000. That's a double comma, baby. That's
I know.
awesome.
I don't even care if half of that went away. It's still good. And yesterday was good, and Friday was great, and I think it was Friday. I don't know. I made like 3,500 on Friday, something like that. I can't remember, but
Wow, so you've made about $10,000 between Friday and now.
No, not that much. No, like 7, 6, 7, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, but I had some losses, and I had to get rid of them. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I gotcha. Well, as long as your wins far outweigh your losses,
they
and
are
you're
now.
green.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
now. It feels good. I mean, it feels so good. Thank you, Coach. Yeah. I
Coach
mean,
is in there?
no, I'm just telling him thank you for when he watches
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think him. It's like,
I
I'm
mean,
kidding, Coach.
it's
Coach is,
amazing how much I can sit there and be more calm. Like I wasn't when it pulled back on me, and I was
yeah.
down. I was down a good $900 and something dollars, and I just sat there and I knew it was going to come right back. Because it was an EWO 6-star trade, all that, and I didn't freak out. It didn't bother me. I was just like, eh.
You know what's helped me?
I've
The
been eating
cloud. Do
edibles
you
more.
use
That's
the
what's helped me.
indicators at all?
Huh?
Do you use the indicators?
Yeah. Yeah, I have all of them on there. On Weeble, I see best on Weeble. Then I'll switch over to Trading View so I can see that cloud. Then I switch back.
I love the cloud. I love the cloud.
I do like that.
Ted turned me onto the cloud last weekend. I always just watched mostly the EMAs and not as much attention to the cloud. And I
See, I don't know
noticed
those numbers. I don't know what numbers, which line is which. So, and I don't know if
oh,
mine are even set right because I just kind of winged it setting up Trading View. I have to go and watch the video and do all that. So, but
put in a ticket, they'll help you.
yeah, but it'll be a long help for me.
It's not that hard.
Just a lot of
It's not
work.
that hard. But yeah, man.
Like Mark used to do. I don't know if he's still doing it. The edibles. His gummies on chocolates. That's been helping me.
He was talking today about he ate about 20 of them or so.
What? No.
Yeah, he said he didn't say he ate 20 of them, but he said he eats quite a bit.
I just got my.
But Marcus.
Uh-oh. You there?
Yeah, we're here.
Are you there?
Yeah. Can't hear. Nate, shut up. Shut up, Nate.
Christine, I got a pick at her. Christine look like she upside down in the dumpster. Look at her. What the devil?
Lost my
Hey,
speaker
what is
now.
going on with your phone?
Can you guys hear me? It sounds like you're so far away.
We just
Stupid phone. It's doing all these things. It's doing all
like
kinds of stuff. This is my other one. They're both bad. You guys can hear me though?
You upside down.
Stop it,
Now you
Nate. Oh my
sideways.
God. Stop. Wait. I can't hear shit.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I can't hear nothing.
Oh my God, I miss this girl. When is the last time she has had us on here cracking up like this? Nate, you are making this so much worse.
I'm gonna get the other one.
Dude, F2K6, man. He said she was upside down in the dumpster. Christy, can you hear us?
Against the car?
Can you hear us?
I'm gonna have to do a headstand to see what she doing.
Oh my God. Look, as soon as you can hear her in the background going, fucking phone, all of a sudden they started giggling.
I'm on my other phone.
Oh my
Answer
God.
the door.
God damn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, I got the camera turned. Hello? I can hang up my other one now.
Yeah, you can hang up your other one.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
You need
Can
to
you hear
take.
me?
She need to take that thing and throw it in the forest and start a forest fire with it.
Don't ever do that, man. Don't ever do that. Oh man.
She made my day. Christina made my day laughing at her.
All of a sudden I hear. Oh my God. So Eric, how have you been, brother?
I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing?
All right, we're just getting the
Good.
laugh in today.
Yeah, I was thinking about Angie talking last night, and even Nate. One of the things that I struggle with the most is I've been trading for 3 years, and I wish that I would have come into ADT first and had nothing else in my cup, because
Right.
I have so much stuff that this is like my fourth trading community, I think. The
Mhm.
only one like this. But there's so many, I think as traders, it's not that I'm dumb, but I get so many things mixed together, try to morph them. And it just, I wish I would have just came in here first and didn't know nothing.
So
And
you're trying to maybe morph some of the stuff that you learned from other groups with coaches' teachings? Or take like turn an EWO into a scout.
right, yes, I don't know how to explain it. Like the EWO is, I've done it for 3 days. Like when I first tried it, I didn't like it because I think it's late, but it's actually what I need. I need to wait because I have a bad habit of jumping in. I'll jump in. I'm not scared to jump in, but sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
like if you trade AMD and you get in the first 2 or 3 minutes, with 3, 4, 5 contracts, you get your face ripped off. And
Talking
but
about the first 3 minutes of the day.
yes, right at the open. Yeah, I mean, I like to trade the open. I love trading the open, but it also gets me. You trade Tesla or AMD and stuff like that. So the
Right.
last 3, 4 days, I've stuck with Apple, even
Mm-hmm.
though it's slow and I want to see the AMD move or the Tesla move. That's where I need to be. I like trading apps. I
Damn,
needed
is that?
to teach myself to be more disciplined.
Why do you
Like,
trade? Why do you trade options anyway?
um, I actually love shares. Long story short, in order to get out of the PDT, I I had a CMEG account, which if so a lot of people probably don't know about. It's an offshore account, so you can
Right.
actually put $1,000 or $5,000 in there and get 6 times the leverage, and you don't have to follow the PDT rule. I would
Okay.
prefer to trade shares, but when I get into that account, I have this bad habit of revenge trading. So then I would lose more, not follow the rules. But
Yeah.
I've gotten better at that. I love trading shares. I actually I didn't know one thing about options until I don't know how long I've been in ADT, a year and a half. I don't remember. I didn't know
Mhm.
anything about options. Now that's all I trade. I don't mind them. I like it because I can have a small cash account, which restricts me a lot of
Mhm.
times from over trading,
Mm-hmm.
which I have been watching some of the pre-market and trying to, like this morning, I watched, what was it, STYA or something? What was that one that was this morning?
SYTA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was
Thing
watching
ended up
that pretty
tanking.
early and actually could have got in and probably made a couple $100 with minimal, minimal investment, but I
Right.
didn't. I just don't trade it. But what
Hmm.
was the other one? CCG.
Right.
Yeah, CCG
I
ran.
didn't. It was like wow. I didn't like it. It was too erratic. Which ones did
Hmm.
you guys trade this morning?
Oh man,
I did
I was.
CCG.
Yeah, I did that one. I did the one you
Once it
talked about
started
first.
going, it was all right,
Yeah.
but it was
I did
kind of scary at the
SYTA, but I got
beginning.
right out of it.
Yeah.
SYTA started trying to take money from me, so I got out of it.
Yeah.
And
You gotta really decide which ones you wanna if they too erratic, the best thing to do is hang out in the bushes and wait for it. That's the
Right.
best way to trade those type stocks. Yeah.
But I keep $1,000 in a cash account because it restricts
Mm-hmm.
me on how much I can play. And I actually trade from work, and my break time is 9:30 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get in a trade, I'm fine, and I really don't need that much in there for now. Um, and I get distracted because if it gets to be my breaks 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
so I can be in a trade and have to walk away from my desk. So I have to make sure I got my stops in. But once the market gets going, I trade Apple, AMD, and SPY is usually what I trade options, and I do options because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, it doesn't. I'm not going to put a bunch of money in there until I have confidence in myself that I can follow the rules, because I could put my IRA in there from work, but if I can't make money with 1,000, I can't make money with 200,000.
That's
Right. Right.
So that's
Yeah.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
And
That's
I do
fair.
like shares. I hear you talk about it. I prefer to do shares, but I like options too. But they piss me off too. But
Mhm.
I can actually manage my risk pretty good now with options, especially like in SPY, which a lot of people talk about. Should stay away from it, but I can actually manage risk pretty good on SPY because of the levels. You can get in pretty close to where my levels are out, and if it breaks, the liquidity is so good it gets you out and it doesn't rip your face off. But
That's good. So at
go
least you've
ahead, I
got
didn't
it
mean to.
charted. So the thing
So
that people lose so much money on is they don't really have SPY charted out properly. If you listen to Eric Smoto, he knows almost every level of SPY
he's a
without fail.
machine. Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
the
But
levels and they don't even have
yeah.
them on the chart. Go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say, but my account is not set up to help me stop trading. Um, my account is a margin account. It actually helps me to be a better trader because every time I look at that account every morning, I know that I'm probably one day from blowing it up if I choose to do that. But I work on me a lot. I work on how I trade and what I trade and how I look at the trades. Because I hear people say, well, I do this. I only put this much in my account to keep me from over trading. Well, then you're gonna always have a problem. Because guess what? Your account won't trade unless you push the button, right?
Right.
So you got to work on yourself. Yeah, you got to work on yourself. Got to work on Eric
Yeah,
because that's
and
the only way. Yeah.
one of the bad things
That's it.
about if you small account like $1,000, but you can have money, or say you put 5 grand in an account, but you also have money outside of that. You can get into a bad habit of thinking, well, I'll do this, and you take $100 loss, $200 loss, and you're like, oh well, and you grab more money and you put it back in there. I was doing that a
Mhm.
lot, and I'm like, you know what, I got to stop doing that because it's not teaching me anything. But it's
All right.
the biggest thing, and Nate has it. They're all success, even Angie. It's discipline. Here's the rules.
Yeah.
They follow the rules. They have a trading plan. It's simple, and you know, emotions, psychology, and emotions is so much of trading. Anybody
Oh
can do
yeah.
it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
It's
True.
not that hard. But
Well, you got to spend some time with yourself, and you gotta control your emotions some kind of way. You're gonna have to find, that happy norm to get you to that point because it's hard to do, but you're gonna have to if you're gonna make the money you're trying to make trading. You're gonna have to be able to control your emotions
yeah,
and learn to walk away. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I've been talking about all week. You know what I mean? It's not that we don't know how to trade, because we've got some of the best trainers in here in the world, and Coach Nate, David, Mark McSee in the morning. I mean, we know how to trade. But when we start losing our minds when we're in the trades and not doing what we were taught to do, like not losing more than 1 to 3% of your account, not holding overnight, you know what I mean? Not using stops, things like that. We end up falling, not over trading. That stuff is what we get. That stuff causes you to get emotional. When you lose, the first thing you want to do is get it back. So
Yep.
you're angry, and you go. It's anger more so than greed. Damn it! I knew I shouldn't have, done that. Let me just use one more 100. Let me just put one more 100 back in there after you just lost 100. If you just lost 100, what makes you think you're going to do any better with the next 100?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially
But
when you're in
yeah.
that state of mind.
But did y'all hear Coach today when he was talking about the cash secure puts and all of that this morning?
Yeah.
And he was talking about the upside and the downside, and it's what I always thought about a trade like that. That you getting what you think you getting, but it's still some risks in that trade.
Hmm.
It is no trade out here that's not zero risk. I mean, you're gonna risk something. So I didn't want to do that. So that's why I don't talk about that. I don't talk about stuff that you gotta carry overnight. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that risky stuff other than just the trading itself. Christy, your phone making a lot of more noise.
It's
Yeah,
making
but I
noise.
don't I don't yeah, it's got a
Yeah, we
lot
hear
of
some
noise.
background noise. Mute your mic
Yeah.
until you're ready to talk, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think for me,
I don't do none of that stuff. Yeah.
there's a lot of bad habits in trading,
Yeah.
bunches, and you can.
It's easy to
It's like
develop them.
it's like prison. When you put people in prison, they figure out how to do bad things.
Oh
to
yeah.
get contraband in there, they figure it out. Well, we're humans, so
It's
we
funny.
figure out how to break the rules, and I'm a good rule breaker. But one of the things that holds me back is is the money. I have 30 years at a UAW plant. I want to retire and trade. So I fixate on the money. I put on there, concentrate on the process, and the money will follow. I just keep saying that because in the last week and 2 weeks, I've pulled away from the money and actually I've traded better. Like Mark McSee said, he turned his P&L off. I can't do that yet, but I'm not worrying about the money. I'm trading the trades now instead of, today what I make $40. I was actually up more than that and over traded and lost half of it. But right now I'm just trying to make $50 a day just to prove that I can do that. But
That's
I've
Right.
what you have to
never
do. Break it
right.
down. Break
Well,
it down.
I've never not traded a day in the last 3 years. I trade every day. It's like I need to just quit for 2 weeks just to prove I can do that. But I love trading. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm on every morning. And no lie, I've been to the hospital with my wife. Life happens, and I trade. I'm there at 9:30. Not too many days I don't trade.
You know what I
Chris.
said at the beginning of the stream? It To me, the successful traders are the ones that are consistent. Not the money has nothing to do with whether you're a successful trader or not. To
Yeah.
me, when
Right.
you're consistent is when you've proven to be successful, whether it's $1 or $10 million. Consistency
Mhm.
proves to be a successful trader, not the amount of money that you're making. So when people internalize that and just worry about being green every day, no matter how much it is, then they actually improve. They become better traders. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if we
Yeah.
focus on the process and just being consistent, that's when the success comes. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you're consistent, you're a successful trader.
Christine Head. Christine Head ought to heard her. It's been standing. She's been upside down for the last 10, 15 minutes.
What up, mastermind?
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
All right.
Good. How you?
Yes, sir.
Did Christina roll her Jeep?
Yeah.
You okay,
She's-
Christine?
Christina, you know your head's upside down, right? Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, damn. She hurried up and turned that shit around. You knew I was gonna snapshot it, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
She knew I was gonna snapshot the hell out of that. But yeah, consistency is the key. That's to me is what proves to be a successful trader. Because it's like you can make 10,000 one day and lose it all the next. So what success is that? You have nothing to show for that 10,000 now. So is that successful? No. So at the end of the day, the money didn't even matter. What matters is I made 100 today, 10,000 tomorrow, $2 the next day. You know, it doesn't matter the ups and downs of the money. It's the green that matters. Being successful, getting in properly, getting your money and getting out.
Yeah.
When
I
that
did that.
when that
I
trade
did that today, Dawn. I did that today. I lost like $2,000 today, and then I came up out on top. But I did lose $2,000 today on a trade. So it is what it is.
but you
Hell,
were
I was.
green at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I was green, but I do have losses. I just don't, talk about them like that because it's normally some stupid shit I just did when I did it. So
See, your gains outweigh your losses. You know, it's
yeah,
expected to have some losses in there,
yeah,
especially when you're trading a few times in a day,
yeah. I tell you, it still don't make it feel no better.
No,
So yeah,
No,
no.
losing
yeah,
sucks, and
it
really
really does
you have to become a good loser. Which I've
to
heard
be a
many,
winner.
many, many, many
Hmm.
mentors say. A lot of successful people, a lot of people that are successful suck at trading
Yeah,
because they
Yeah.
want to be right. They can't give up. They don't want to admit they're wrong, so they'll hold a trade or they can't accept the loss. And the people that can, you know, if you're trading VWAP and you're short and the bar closes above VWAP, get out. It's not that you made a mistake. You just follow. It's not a loss if you followed your rules. It's a
hmm
loss if you was supposed to get out.
And you
Your
didn't.
stop loss was 10 cents and you let it go 50 cents. That's a loss because you didn't follow the rules. Which
yeah,
I've got out of. I'm pretty good at getting out. I don't do that a lot. I haven't done that for a long time. I get out, but I'll
Yeah.
take a lot of small. What I do is once I meet my max loss, I'll take one more trade, and then make that max loss day worse than it should have been.
right. Yeah, we've done it. Revenge
Oh,
trade. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It always leads to over trading, always leads to revenge trading.
Hmm.
Because when you overtrade, you're going to end up losing something at some point, and then you're going to trade again to try to get that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a big loss, what do? We go to Tesla, we go to Netflix, go to a larger stock, Nvidia, and try to win it back in one, and then next thing you know, you've tripled your loss. And you
Right.
should have just quit. Come back tomorrow, it'll be okay.
Hmm.
Everybody, don't forget that June 26th, Coach is going to have that How to Grow Your Small Account Mastermind. So we want to make sure that I'm reminding everybody of that, because that is going to be cool. He's going to be talking to us about how to make sure that we're doing a lot of the things that we're talking about. So it's going to be June 26th after he gets back off of vacation and has a little bit of a rest period. How to Grow Your Small Account Part 2. And a lot of the tips and tricks that we're talking about, if you're not a member, you should get signed up. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You don't have to be a member to actually purchase this your ticket to this seminar, or this webinar. So definitely jump on that at AmericanDreamTrading.com. How to Grow Your Small Account Part 2. And Part 1 is there as well.
All righty.
Mastermind, how'd you do today, man?
Um, I finished out with 14.95,
Oh,
but
nice.
I got it's not. I got up to 38 and did not take the freaking profit.
What?
Oh,
Dang.
So I'm not bummed out, but I'm learning not to make stupid mistakes. I should have took the profit and then just bought back in if I stay in.
Yep.
Uh, it is what it is. You live and you learn. it's
yeah,
You'll have that from big jobs, huh? Hmm.
Yep.
yeah. I
Take
mean,
the money.
take it.
Take the money.
Well, I'm trying not to be a scalp. Well, I hate to say that, but I'm trying not to be a scalper and just take little sums if I can just let it ride. I guess that's where I'm trying to find that medium. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
See, there is no medium. That's where we
Yeah,
get it twisted. There
I
is no
got
Right.
it.
medium. You're either a scalper or you're an EWO, or there's no in between. So
Okay.
it's like, if you mix it when you get in there and you
Mhm.
go in with a scout mentality because you're not so much concerned about getting in on the second EWO and all of that.
Yeah,
You saw a level that was broken and you got in. You got to be looking for that wick. Your
yeah,
next thing is to look for that wick, right, Nate?
yeah,
That's
When
right.
you
yeah.
see that wick, it's time for you to shed or get out.
Okay,
Period. You know
okay.
what I mean? There is no
Yeah.
mixing it. If you see where it looks like it could last longer. Okay, if you see a wick, get out of there. If you
Yeah,
don't see that wick, stay in it. It's that simple.
I got you.
But as soon as you see that wick, get out. It's like don't try to turn a scalp into an EWO because it'll burn you every time.
I
Yep.
got you.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was something in the beginning when I first started following Coach. I would get in trades and I would be up a good bit and I wouldn't take profit
Yeah.
because I was trying to keep my hand off the mouse. Well, now I figured out, I'm trying to morph things, morph the strategies together. But to your point of not taking strategy, you guys have all heard of those funded accounts.
Right.
One of the rules is they have a threshold. Like say it's $2,500. So let's say you were up $3,500 today, and it came back and all the way back to say 1,500. They would take $2,000 from your threshold. Does that make sense?
Oh
You can
yeah.
only lose say 2,500 a day.
Okay.
And when you gave all that back, you didn't take that profit. They take that towards your loss for the day.
Right.
Well, that got me thinking. I'm like, well, if that's a rule, that rule's there because they know if you take profit, you're going to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Not too quickly, but don't, if you let a trade go up to $4,000 and you let it come back $2,000, that's foolish. And I've
Uh-oh.
done that.
Ange,
You know what I mean?
mute
I've
your
done
mic,
that.
baby girl.
But it
Yeah.
just got
I
me
heard a
thinking a
dog
lot.
went
It's
break.
like, take profit.
Yeah.
Take profit. Take it.
Yeah. Well, just
Christine, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Should have took
yeah,
To
that
just
me,
$4,000, girl.
yeah,
to me,
just
taking
yeah,
profit is one of the hardest things to do for me.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do think.
Yeah,
It is.
just work on it, man. We all scalpers, everybody say they not a scalper and this and that, but you are a scalper. Because if you figure out how many times you done got out based on your profit margin, you pretty much are a scalper. And you just gotta learn to take it and move on out. I mean, because I don't care how many trades I take a day. I could take 100 trades. It don't matter.
Yeah,
I could care less about how many trades I take. I just want to be green that day. That's all I want to do is stay green. Because it just fares to me and it does something to me mentally where I can come back in here and trade again the next day and feel good
Mhm.
about it. Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's why
And
I
it
work
helps your
on getting.
attitude.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm
it
gone,
does.
y'all.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
10:30, 11 o'clock, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I can't be in here all day with y'all. Not
Oh,
trading.
you don't stay all day?
No.
Oh,
He
I don't
stays all
trade like
day.
that.
He don't
I
trade all day. He
listen. I
stays.
listen. Yeah,
I
but I
got you.
listen. Yeah, but I don't trade. I'm far away from taking a trade with y'all. Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ange,
When
what's going on, honey?
when Ange quit that job, when she get ready to quit that job, she gonna be doing the same thing. She gonna find
Yep.
out that she can make as much money in 2 hours than she made all day sitting up on that job.
Yep.
All week,
Yeah,
all month.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
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 If you haven't already proven that to yourself.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
from what I gathered from you yesterday, you've probably already proven that. But it's going to take you a couple months of, okay, am I truly ready? You know?
Yeah.
So take your time. But yeah, you
Yeah,
there.
I'm in no
Take your
hurry.
time. Take your
Yeah.
time. Because
Yeah.
that's
What do
a
you what
big decision.
well let me ask you this, Ange. I'm just curious. What are you mentally and what you thinking about? What would it take consistently for you to leave your job? What would you have to do every day for you to leave your job? And don't look back.
Um, I'm gonna have to have more confidence.
Okay.
Confidence in the mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
confidence just going into it. Just because, I've been in my career for, 12 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this for 4 months.
Okay. Got you.
you
Got you.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah. I look, that's like way, for me, that's like out in the future, right? Like for
Mm-hmm.
me now, it's like, okay, there's going to come a morning where I'm going to wake up and I'm not going to have any bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to have, you know, I'd like to not have a mortgage payment every month. There's going to
Right.
come a morning where I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be like, holy shit, I don't have a mortgage anymore. And it's because of the work and the time and the energy I've put into this.
Right.
So
Right.
instead of being 30 years, it could be less than a year.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and to me, that's mind blowing.
Oh
Absolutely
yeah.
mind blowing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of people until they actually experience it, they don't understand that, when you walk around every day and you don't have to trade. You just trade because it's
You
fun to
want
trade. And that's how I am now. I just do it for sport, really. I just like to trade. I don't have to get up in here and trade every day because we don't have any debts. But um it's definitely a mental thing to be like that and to also keep yourself together where you can make money every day. Today is what, what's the day? The 29th?
Yep.
The 29th. So how many days we got in this month? 30?
31.
31.
31? Okay. So really we got 2 more days. I'm already up over 100 grand for the month. So I
Holy
mean it's
shit, Nate.
just,
Wow.
yeah. So
That's very good.
yeah, I went over 100 today. So
Awesome.
yeah,
I
it's
know
it's
that's right, man.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy when you think about that much money going through your hands in 30 days and you don't have nothing to do with it. You just pretty much stockpiling is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. So,
Okay,
a
so
lot.
Ange, you said you started with 500, right? That
Yeah,
reminds me of you, Nate, when you said you started with 500.
I
When
started
you
with
two
500.
started with 500, you only took share trades,
Yeah, that's
right?
all you could do. Yeah,
That's
that's
all
all
I
you could
do.
do.
I
Yeah,
I won't touch contracts or anything like that. I
right.
What's
can't
your
even
position
I can't
size
even
when
do
you
an
go in? When you
NWL.
first started going in, what was your position size?
Man,
Um
man. What you talking about me, Dawn?
I was asking both of you. So if you want to answer first and then you, Ange, or however you want to do it.
Um, I did the real small penny stocks
Yeah,
where I would do, 250, $300, and that would be my trade for the day. If I spend it all, then that would be my trade for the day. And I wouldn't take another trade until the next day because you had to wait for the funds to come back.
right.
So
So
you
you
had to
wouldn't
have
use the
enough.
whole 500, just maybe half of it.
Yeah, just half of it. Now, don't get it wrong. Now, I blowed the account up a couple of times. I used it, I used it up a couple of times because I got some bad trades sometimes. But you can manage it and still make it work. But I figured out early that the mechanics is everything. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta be able to control your mechanics. And I didn't load my account up until I got to the point where I had enough confidence that I knew I wasn't gonna blow the account up. Yeah.
Well,
So, and I've never.
you made the statement, I think it was last week or
Hmm.
maybe 2 weeks ago, that you knew you had it when you took $500 and turned it into 1,500.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Oh
remember you
yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
After blowing
Yeah.
it up a couple times, and it finally
Oh
you got
yeah.
consistent to the point where you built it to 15 instead of losing it. You built it up and it had reached 15, and it was like, okay, I think I got this. Let me go ahead
Yeah.
and put the 25K in and get a margin
Mhm.
and do this thing
Yeah. And I
right.
didn't put it. I didn't put the whole 25 in there all at one time. I put like 10 in, and then the next week I put another 10 in, and
Okay.
then coach, I would ask coach about how much above that. So I ended up with like 27 grand in the account. But, you know, at the time, Dawn, I told my wife pretty much, this it. I never went
Yeah.
to college. Yeah, this was it. This is my college education. If I blow this up, then I'm done. But I'm confident about what I'm doing. You're gonna have to just trust me because
Right.
I'm gonna make this work. And I haven't looked back. I've never blown my account up. I have never blown my margin account.
That's amazing, Nate.
Yeah.
That's discipline
Yeah.
right there.
It's some discipline for you now, but I've come close. But I've never blown it up where I had to actually put money into the account to get it back up. Yeah. So,
Wow.
but like I said, you got to work on yourself, and that's what
You really
that's
do,
what.
because that
Yeah.
that to me, what you're saying is
Yeah.
care is personality traits.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you and Ann seem like a lot of what you're saying is a lot alike.
Yeah.
And I am a little bit more rogue, as much as I like to think. And I do have self-discipline in certain areas. Like,
Hmm.
I have not missed a day logging on to this Zoom call since I started. I have been on this Zoom call every day, all day, since I started January 3rd. I have not missed one day. I'm disciplined as far as that, right?
Hmm.
If I could take that discipline, when I get on my bike, I work out every day. I don't waver on that. Why am I not disciplined with the trading? Because other things feed into it, like greed, like emotionality. Those things don't take emotion from me.
You know
The
what it is,
emotion is,
Dawn?
I love being here, and that's it. So that's the extent of that emotion. So I'm not all, you know what I mean? What is it? Talk to me.
It's you haven't gotten to the point where you've experienced enough money to the point where it just motivates you to keep going. Because if you
Yeah.
when you make that big haul, I remember you remember that time when I made $100,000 in one day.
Yes.
I almost had a damn heart attack.
Yeah.
Literally almost. I found out that I had some panic, what they call a panic attack problem,
Panic attack. Yeah.
anxiety problems. But I found out that after I made the money. And ever since then, I've had at least two or three panic attacks, making over 100,000. And since I've had those two or three, I've never had another one. I've come close, but I've never had another one. Now it's like when I get in here and trade every day, it's like I expect to make 10, 15, 20, 30 grand a day. I expect to make that. I don't try to make it. I expect to make it because of the way I trade. Not that I trade raggedy. It's just that I'm so patient about what I trade. I tune coach out. I tune everybody out. and I stay with the setups. I stay with the trade. I stay with watching the trade. And once you get to that point, y'all in here that's listening, once you get to the point where you can see your trade, you will make the money. You will make that money every time. Just like I told you, I hate options. I hate options with a passion. I can't stand options. Far as I'm concerned, they can cut them out tomorrow. It wouldn't matter to me. But when I see an option that I want to take, I have to see that trade for me to take it. And I normally take one option trade a day that's substantial enough to where I can make, $5 or $6,000 out of that trade. And but I don't take it unless I see that I can do that. And that's when I go in and I'll do, 50, 60 contracts. I mean, the other day I had 100 contracts in the stock. So
Oh
I
wow.
mean, yeah. And now it wasn't expensive like the rest of them, but I was in it for 100. So it happens, but you gotta see it. You gotta spend some time, looking at what you're doing. You really do. You have to spend all your. I'm gonna tell you like this. It may not be a job, and you may not treat it like a job, but you need to act like it's a job. Because if you're doing it every day, like I do, I wish y'all could just see me every day. People think I'm crazy as hell, as much as I sit in the park uptown constantly focused on trading, whether I'm in it, whether I'm doing a dry trade, a lot of time making these trades work because right now in my life, this is the most money I have ever made doing what we doing. And y'all know it's not hard. It's just consistently being focused on making this money. And it's crazy. It is just that crazy how much money you can make if you just consistently work on yourself. So I do that every day. And people think I'm crazy, but they don't know they don't walk in my shoes, so I don't expect them to know what I know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that and but I see it in all of us in here because we in this community. And the good thing about this community, it's a great community. Everybody can help everybody. But all of us not gonna get that. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? I hate to
Mhm.
say that, but all of us not gonna get that. Some of us gonna quit. Some of us gonna quit one day too early. One day too early, you gonna quit. And that would have been your day the next day if you'd just stayed in here. Cause you're gonna have to lose some money to make some money. I'm
Right.
just telling
That's
you.
right.
You're gonna have to lose some money to make some money. But the reward in the end, oh my God, it's just so great. Y'all just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know.
I believe you. I
Yeah.
haven't seen the promised land yet, but I know it's there. And I know that if I keep doing the things that I'm
Mhm.
doing, um, just staying in there, practicing, watching the videos, listening to you guys, listening to Coach, and taking the emotion out of it and stop doing the dumb stuff, I know that I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah. Dawn, I tell you this. A lot of people don't know this, but I trade. I'm in the community because I trade with y'all every day and every morning. But some mornings when I have those big hits, I mean like 30, $40,000, it just freaks me out so bad. I'm literally crying like a grown ass man because I cannot believe what I just did just by staying focused and knowing what Coach done taught us that it actually works. And it just blows my mind every time that I'm able to make that kind of money. Every time. And I'm doing the same shit that we do every morning.
Hmm.
Every morning. All I'm doing is when I click change over to the next ticker, I'm just figuring out what it gonna take for me to do that trade. I don't care about the money part of it. I really don't because I mean I'm 65 years old. I'll never spend all that money. I won't. There's no way I could spend that money. It is no way. There's no way. So for me to just keep making it, it just freaks me out sometimes. And I literally get real emotional about it. I know y'all don't see me, but when y'all finally see me, y'all will see that I'm a very emotional type guy. And it freaks me out when I make this kind of money every day. And I know every day I meet y'all guys, y'all got the same opportunity I got. All you got to do is just hang in here and keep doing the same shit every day. We ain't doing nothing no different. Well, I always tell y'all in the morning time, if I do something and it work, hell, I tell all y'all it work. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because I do it. I play with it. I don't. I Just one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna tell anybody something to do if I ain't done it myself. I'm just not, because I know this thing works. And even with Coach, I don't know if y'all listen to Coach like I do. Coach talk in code. You know he do, right?
Oh
You know,
yeah.
Coach. Yeah, he talks in code all the time. He tell you exactly what he needs you to know when you need to know it.
Right.
He is not trying to fast track you nowhere. And if you don't listen to him intently, like I do, you can hear little nuggets that come out of his mouth. And like the day he told me about the turbo keys, I know he slipped up and told me about the turbo keys because he didn't intend to mention them damn turbo keys. Because I remember when he mentioned, I said, "Ho, back up. What did you just say?" He said, "Turbo keys. What the hell is a turbo key?" So
Right.
now everybody is doing the damn turbo keys.
I need to figure out how to set those up.
And I'm gonna tell you this: it's a wonderful thing. It really is. I don't know what. And when I started doing it, then Mark started doing it. And then Mark started doing it. Mark was like, "These damn turbo keys is the devil." So I don't know. It's just part of your journey that it teaches you to be quicker into a trade, but it's still you. You still got to work on you, because the turbo keys is just gonna get you in trouble if you don't know how to use them.
Right.
Yeah.
They really are. So it's just an amazing journey, y'all. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to do. I don't. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing in here every morning. And the ones that want to learn, they're gonna come in here. The ones that don't want to learn, they still gonna come in. And hopefully everybody can get there, man. Everybody make this money. Yeah. Just gonna make it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just
And
gonna
those
make it.
turbo keys are probably gonna take your trading even to the next level when you're ready for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that tomorrow and set it up and go back to the basics for myself, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
go back to having small position sizes and go from there with that.
So
Um,
what's your position size like now? What
um,
was it and where is it now?
Before I only had enough shares at a time that I could shed properly, the 50, 20, 20, 10. So I always had it set up that way. If I got into a scalp that was creeping and I could still keep going and then just notice where I could peel off from here and there and stuff. And not till just recently has it increased significantly. For example, like yesterday, I went in super heavy. And I don't normally do that, but I did because I saw an opportunity
Right.
and it was the exact setup that it needed to be where that was okay. And so I went in really heavy and I did it again today, but there was an opportunity there where I could go in heavy again with that mindset that this crap goes south. Like I got to be okay with the fact that I might lose some money.
Right.
Um, and it worked out fine, you know.
Mhm.
But I figure if I can't sit here and have myself muted so nobody hears me, but if I can't sit here and talk myself through my every movement of what I'm seeing, what I'm watching, then I have no business being in it in the first place.
Hmm.
Right. Right.
So I sit here and talk to myself all day, well, all morning.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's
Well,
nothing
you
wrong with
stay,
that. A
yeah,
lot of
you
people
stay
do.
with that. Yeah, you stay with that, you'll be okay. Cause I do listen to the group every day, and I can hear little things that most of us do in here. We know we shouldn't be doing, but we do them anyway. I don't know why. We just do them. But everybody got their own way of learning. Some people can learn fast. Some people learn slow. But you know, look, let me tell you something. I hate to say this, but with some of us in here, blowing up your damn account might be the best thing for you. Because at least if you stayed in here after you blew it up, you would become a better trader.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes you have to learn.
Yeah.
What is Eric doing? Catching flies?
I'm throwing the ball for my dog. Yeah, the
Oh.
very first day that I traded in a
Mm-hmm.
live account, I lost $1,500 in like 10
Mm.
seconds in an
Yeah.
aftermarket trade.
Mm.
And
Wow.
that was a real eye opener because luckily I didn't freeze and not get out, but it was I don't even remember what the ticker was, but it was they just had the earnings call and I jumped in because I paper
Mhm.
traded and won money doing it, so I was going to do it live. Soon as I hit the button, it went against me and I was down 2 grand, and I was
Dang.
like, oh my
Mm.
gosh. And it
Yeah.
ended up going like 25, 3 grand. And then it came back to me and I was able to click out at 16, 15, 1600 bucks. That's the very
Mm.
first day I traded live.
I tell you
Wow.
what,
And
we
it,
done we done
it was
we
an
done
eye
had some.
opener.
Yeah, we done had some traders in here that's been down 30, 40 grand, and ooh, that just shakes the whole room up. Everybody go quiet. Just everybody. So it's a scary situation. Yeah, it's scary. I remember the day I
Absolutely.
lost five. I remember the day I lost 5 grand. I
That wasn't
had to
that long
stop.
ago.
No, that was a couple of weeks ago. Actually, it was last month sometime. So I had to I had to take a siesta that day. I had told coach, hey coach made such a light of it. I said, Coach, I lost 5 grand today. He said, well, Nate, that's just the beauty of the beast or something. He said. I was like, okay, that's all you got to say.
Like, well,
So
that's part of it. So
yeah, yeah. I'm like, okay, all right. He
Nate's
said,
like, that's not doing it for me.
yeah, just get back in here tomorrow and do what you do. That's what he said. I was like,
He cried
okay,
for 5 minutes. That's it.
yeah. So, but it happens. I remember telling my wife that. She said, how'd your day go today? I said, did not go good at all. She was like, I ain't gonna even ask. I said, yeah, don't even ask because it was bad. It was bad. I had a bad day.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had them days, I tell you. And they still don't feel good. I don't care who you are. They do not feel good.
Yeah, loss is never
Yeah.
good. But to
Hmm.
your point, when you start experiencing more and more wins, we talk about the fact that once your attitude switches over to, okay, this is not as hard as I thought, I can do this.
Right.
Once
Yep.
that kicks in, I'll
Yeah.
be all right.
Yeah.
Once that kicks in, I'll be all right. So I just need to get to that point. You know what
Yeah,
I
you get
mean?
in there. Yeah, you get in that funk sometimes. Sometimes you get in that zone where it just seems like every trade you take is against you. I mean, I've been there and probably gonna continue having them days. But you know what, Dawn? It's always been a situation where I know what I did wrong. I just keep doing it wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just keep doing it. Yeah.
I do.
So I know exactly what I did.
Yep.
So it's funny
But
we can laugh about it, but
it's
it's
really not funny because it's like the
no.
minute you flip that switch and stop doing that, things will turn around. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like, you have to realize that you got to take a couple of beatings and realize what you're doing. Like,
yeah.
and journal it, go back to the journal and keep referring to it and see what it is that you're doing. That's how I figured out, pinpointed that it was just me staying in trades way too long with hopium. You know
Right.
what I mean? It wasn't that I wasn't getting green. I was getting, my entries are good, but me staying in
Hmm.
trades that, once I've made money, wanting to make more money instead of being satisfied with the amount that was there being offered to me, and
Right.
just taking it and shedding or walking away at that point and being satisfied with that was what was killing me, you
Well, let
know.
me ask you this, Dawn. Now, you be in trades all day when you trade. You in there and you walk out there with 75, $100, but you in there all day doing it.
Hmm.
So if you had a larger account and you made that same 75 or $100, would you walk away if you made it in the first 10 minutes of the trading day?
I would, only because if I was playing with larger amounts of money, I would trade completely differently. The only reason I'm doing that is because of my mindset and where I'm at. I would trade a lot differently with a larger amount of money, only because I would be able to get a large amount
Right.
quicker. So I would be like, oh shit, boom, get out. Because think about it, where I'm sitting, $100 is a lot of money. So if I go in
Right.
with 1,000 and all of a sudden I'm up 200, 300, I'm out because I'm not used to making that. So that to me is a lot. So I might be leaving money on the table, but I would be getting
Right.
out because I know that the only reason I'm there is because I used a larger amount of money, which means I could lose a larger amount of money. So for that matter, I wouldn't need to sit in there all day. I'm only sitting in there all day because I'm trying to get X amount of dollars. If I could get X amount of dollars in, I'm out.
Right.
I'm not sitting in there.
Right.
So
Well, just remember what you said, because though that day is coming,
it
and
applies.
oh yeah, when it come, you gonna really be tested on what you just said, because that's that's the mother of everything is trying to get out of these trades and knowing when to stop. That's hard,
Yeah.
real hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I know you got to get back to your families. I have stolen your time as much as I can today. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me on the panel. I appreciate it, and talking to everybody and letting everybody hear what you're doing and hearing the nuggets. Everybody
Yeah.
that's down there in the chat, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us your feedback and asking questions. Diesel Dan, thank you for the tip. I appreciate you, brother. Don't forget, AmericanDreamTrading.com link is right there, pinned to the top. That's where you're going to go to upgrade between now and May 31st, so that if you're not a VIP gold, got to get that gold so that you can get entered to spin the wheel of cash for up to 5,000. Don't forget, the weekly is still around. So if somebody wants to test it, refer them to the weekly membership. And don't forget the tip jar is down there. So Diesel Dan has tipped. If anybody else wants to donate a tip tonight, it is much appreciated. So anybody got anything else they want to add before we get out of here? I'm going to end with Coach's rules as usual.
Have a good night,
No, I
everyone.
just want to thank all of you guys. Nate, thank you for just being kind and generous. Bruno, all the moderators. Um, just awesome being in this community. I think that's what I just watched it on YouTube one day out of the blue and joined. I think I've been here a year and a half. I don't know how long. I'm a lifetime member. I was a VIP, but Nate, it's awesome to, and even Angie. I enjoyed listening to Angie last night. Just
Yeah.
phenomenal how people pick it up so quickly.
Yeah.
Even Ted was talking about uh, what, a year? It took him a year and a half, and it's just like that's awesome. It's really not that hard. We make it hard. We stand in our own
Yeah, we
way.
really do.
That's it.
We really do. Well, thank you for adding that in. And God and Ange, I'm so proud of you. Keep it up, girl. Stay disciplined. And like Coach said, I'm sure he's, looking at you for a leadership role at some point. You'll probably end up becoming a moderator. You've got a lot of good insights, a lot of good things to offer. Just stay consistent in what you're doing, and I know you will. So I'm looking forward to being a team member with you.
I'm really grateful for the community, right? Like, and I'm even more so, like, I think of all the people that work during the day too. I'm
Yeah.
right there. I'm right there with you. I work all day long. So
Yep.
I can't be in a trade all day. I can't, right? But so,
I don't want to be.
to everybody who does, you know, and just know like it's worth getting up in the morning, and it's worth logging in early, even if you're only one-eyeing it like I usually am in the morning, and just emptying my cup and just being super grateful that I can do this before I go to work every single day.
Awesome.
And stuff. So I for now, like that's where my grateful point is and stuff. And the community is great too. So
Awesome.
You guys all have a great night. I'm gonna go do softball again.
Well,
Have a great
enjoy
night,
that.
guys.
Everybody
See you
have a
tomorrow.
wonderful night. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while you get the home runs, but that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.